Jiggy do. Gotta roll. Gotta roll. Gotta roll. Gotta roll. Gotta roll. Jiggy gotta roll. Jiggy come on, guys. I gotta roll. Yeah. Every time the morning sun shines brightly in my eyes, motivates and moves me till I reach and touch the sky. All my hopes and dreams show me my path is very clear. As I lay to rest now, all my doubts and empty fears. Gotta roll, 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 oh, gotta roll, 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 gotta roll, roll, roll. Oh, gotta roll, roll, yeah. Got no time to sit and waste and wonder why I can't. All in life ain't bad, but still I never will look back. I can make the difference for myself and what I see. Then what's left is having fun. I'll roll on till it's done. Gotta roll, 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 oh, gotta roll, roll. Oh, yeah, gotta roll, 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 gotta roll, roll, oh, yeah. No time wasted, so close I can taste it. And you thought that I would never get it done. All I'm saying, can't just keep playing. The time is now, so gotta roll and have some fun. Gotta roll, 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 oh, gotta roll, 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 yeah. Gotta roll, 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 oh, gotta roll, roll, oh, yeah. Each and every day the challenge stands in front of me. If I lay and wait, it won't play out successfully. Digging deep and reach your best, life always has the test. Now you know just what it takes to be your very best. Gotta roll, 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 oh, gotta roll, 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 yeah. Gotta roll, 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 oh, gotta roll, 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 yeah. Time wasted, so close I can taste it. And you thought that I would never get it done. All I'm saying, can't just keep playing. The time is now, so gotta roll and have some fun. Gotta roll, 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 oh, gotta roll, 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 yeah, gotta roll. Time the morning sun shines brightly in my eyes, motivates and moves moves me till I reach and touch the sky. All my hopes and dreams show me my path is very clear. As I lay to rest now, all my doubts and empty fears. Oh, 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 yeah, oh, yeah.
Jason and the Americana Groove Project, all the way from back east in Norfolk, Virginia. I tell you, boy, it is living room chat tonight with Jill and Tony. As usual, I'm sitting here watching the clock and, trying to make sure that Jill comes through. Don't hear my jazz music, but we'll be all right. All night long. Got a lot of things to talk. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. For those of you who come back with us, we thank you so much for hanging out and just waiting for us. And we're getting over or getting through COVID and a number of other things. But tonight, we got some things to talk about. The music is going to come through soon, where it makes me real comfortable, and all you have to do is really tap the top of the laptop, where it slows it down there. And a wishing tonight, my producer, Fernando, is been struck with COVID, or the other part of the virus. So he's out, and we just wish him the best, and hope that Jill is okay. Got a number of things to talk about tonight. Got a book to introduce you to, and of course you can tap on and say hello or ask a question. Let's talk. Number of things to talk about. I don't think you guys know this, but of course in politics, we have certain things going on now, where we all went out to vote for Joe Biden and everybody, and he got elected. And now we find ourselves behind the eight ball. These guys can't even talk about. You guys don't. You know that until Congress and until people give you permission to vote. Yeah. Every few years they vote on giving you permission to vote. And it's absurd. Sometimes you don't even want to talk about voting, and you understand why people don't give a crap about voting. We're not citizens of this country, you know. All you African Americans running around. You got a Social Security card. You were born in Michigan, Illinois, and all kind of places, but you are not a citizen. They have to let you vote every so often. So we take your questions. what is the use of voting? Right in. That's my question tonight. What's the use? We may as well just go on and be somewhere else and, give us a piece of land down near Georgia somewhere, and we build a fort, give y'all another damn target, like Black Wall Street and a couple of other things, so that you can destroy good economic prosperity. Now, I love the idea of this country, but it's not us who needs to save this country, because we didn't start it. And when you import millions, hundreds of thousands of Africans, and you have the mitigated gall and audacity to believe that we're not going to reproduce, and that other black and brown people will populate this country. Well, here we are. And the sad portion of it is that this demon that we fight and have been fighting quite some time in this your country, that they have to vote to allow you to vote every so often. Now that you have a close to majority in D.C. of what you call the Democrats, they can't even get the law on the floor to be talked about. We'll take your questions. This living room chat with Jill and Tony, and like I say, hey, I'm waiting for Jill and waiting for your questions. And today, this week, and coming into the year, we had to say goodbye to a number of wonderful, wonderful talents. The great Sidney Poitier, Betty White, you name it. But a generation of really good performers and people who are going away, and saddens. But what long, wonderful careers and lives that was spent. We have no more Sidney Poitiers, those who would risk life, limb, and career in order to make a statement of decency and honesty in this country. I mean, put their lives on the line. He and his fellow boy, Harry Belafonte, $70,000 they needed to take down to Mississippi, Greenwood, Mississippi, down where I was, and they did it. See, we don't have folks with ballsy balls like that anymore, if I can say that, and hope that Facebook don't block me. Well, we don't have them anymore. Hope we can pass them on. You're listening to Living Room Chat with Tony and Jill. I'm Tony Key. I'm gonna take a short break and just see you're back on the other side. Living Room Chat with Tony Key.
It's premier programming at its best. You're with Tony and Jill on KEI TV. It's Tony. It's Jill on KEI TV.
Let me tell you something about the worst continent in the world. A dangerous place with extreme poverty, corruption, poor education system, and so many more bad things. Seriously, why would anyone want to live in Africa? Night fam, the horrible words I just said felt very uncomfortable to me. But sadly, that is exactly how many of us still see Africa. I mean, just look at this very insensitive comment. This tweet is almost 8 years old, but the negative stereotypes remain till today.
Why do you have to lose? You're living in poverty, your schools are no good, you have no jobs.
And that is why in this video we will break the myth once and for all. Because it's about time we stop seeing Africa as a place that only struggles. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is to break stereotypes about Africa. For starters, let me remind you, Africa is a diverse continent of over 50 countries. So many countries, yet people think it has no access to modern technology. Which is crazy, because maybe they haven't heard about these giant traffic regulating robots in Congo. Do you know any other country that has this? Or maybe they haven't read much about Kenya, which is doing the most efficient way of fighting deforestation. Look at how they are planting millions of trees through these seed bombs from helicopters. Pretty cool, right? But what about those who still think that quality health is hopeless in Africa? Tell them about Rwanda, the first country in the world that made use of drones to deliver medicines and blood nationwide. Not many people know this, but ancient people in Nigeria and South Africa actually had more advanced medicine than Europe during their time. From pain and bacteria killers to anti-cancer drugs, and according to historians, even the modern birth delivery, C-section. And the list of amazing things doesn't stop here, because the world consumes 400 billion cups per year of this next thing. If you drank your morning coffee today, you have to be grateful to Ethiopia for discovering it. And if that fact didn't wake you up yet, I want you to imagine how schools look like in Africa. You probably think of this, But did you think of a setup like in Rwanda, where every child has a laptop? The country even launched a satellite to provide internet to rural schools. And for countries with expensive education and student debt, you might want to cover your ears now, because in Seychelles, Mauritius and Namibia, education is free for most of their schooling years. Finally, let's look at the most common stereotype. Is Africa very poor? Well, this will come as a surprise to many, but 6 of the 10 fastest growing economies in the world right now are from Africa. And almost half of the continent are now at middle income level. In fact, the richest man in history of mankind, so rich that even Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos cannot come close, was an African king named Mansa Musa. Add to that the fact that Africa produces 46% of the world's diamonds, as well as 21% of its gold. If any, it has all the right to strive to become a global superpower. Experts even estimate that within the next 80 years, 13 of 20 world super cities will be found, that's right, also in Africa. Now, it is incredibly important to clarify that, of course, in Africa there are still many areas that require a lot of global help. Areas that are very poor, that are struggling, that are dangerous. But in all of this, it is high time we finally celebrate African countries for all the amazing things they are achieving. They have been trying and succeeding for so many years now, and the world needs to see it. Thank you so much for watching, and I wanted to finish with some personal thoughts, because I've noticed that whenever I talk about Africa, and I have quite a lot of data making so many videos, for some reason people don't care. These videos don't really perform too well. I don't know why, but we as humans don't care much about this beautiful continent, and that's why I hope that you will support this video, like it, comment on it, share it. If you're still here, if you're still watching, please help me kill stereotypes, because it is our responsibility to not look down on the whole continent based on some assumptions that very often are not true. Thank you. Bye-bye.
It's Tony. It's Jill on KEI TV.
Back again. Living room chat. Tony and Jill. Yeah, hey man. We are here to educate, to communicate, and to talk. And sometimes we have listeners, and sometimes we don't. But we still gonna record this show and let you know. Happy New Year again to all of you, and welcome to Living Room Chat, the Tony Keys Show. It has been, for me, ending this year. It has been quite a good trip, quite a nice trip actually. Ended the year with two brand new additions to the family, Anaya and Tony. That's right, Grandpa. Girl named Tony. Tony Key. We spelled it differently. Tonii. Remember that. She still got the keys. So we're waiting for him to grow up, and hoping you would have best wishes for all of us as we have best wishes for you this coming year. Ended up with a nice little movie shoot, a Greg Ellis film entitled My Dear. And next Thursday night, I was cast at the Grandpa. Yeah, man, and could play it pretty good because I am a grandpa, great grandpa. Thank you. Get a glass of wine on that one, boy, and a nice cigar or something to smoke. A little Cuban stogie. Still can't get those, man, because they're against the law. Right down in Cuba, I can't have a cigar. But anyhow, the movie was fantastic, man. We ended it real good, and I'm quite appreciative to those who would give an opportunity to an aging actor in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and around the world, man. So y'all keep your ears and your eye drums out. What did I say? Ears. Okay, ears and eyes. Keep it out. Keep a lookout. And next Thursday evening, the lovely little actor that played my granddaughter will be with me via Skype. Her name is Sunday, and Sunday, and real sunshiny young actor. And we'll have her on the show with us for at least about 15 minutes, and then she got to go and go to bed because it's Thursday night, and the next day is school night. And also on that set, man, I ran into just some wonderful old friends, and friends. Marcus Malden and LaClaire Johnson played the grandmother, man. I don't know why I pick people like that look so young and stuff to play these parts, but it was a great story and a good opportunity to renew some acquaintances and to be on set with some very, very talented people. And you look out for it. The Greg Ellis new movie, My Dear. Gonna be a year or so, I think, before you might see it on the screen, but just keep a lookout. Living Room Chat with Tony and Jill, and still poop. Waiting on Jill. Not even phone call or text. Listen, I got another friend out there, man. And like I say, things that are happening this year, and people are we've lost many, and many have been close. But as I look around, I am so wonderfully blessed, and I'm humbled that I'm still here. And many other a few of my friends are doing some things, and one of them is a young lady named Hester Johnson Moore. And Hester, if I may just say to you now, Miss Hester Johnson Moore is, of course, my, see there, popped back into the library just a short time there. Miss Hester Johnson Moore's book, 16N68, My Story, from Memphis, Tennessee. One of the in paperback. You can get it on Amazon and many other stations. I read. If there's nothing else that we need to do this year, it is simply read and be aware of what is going on in our country, in our cities. Our libraries are called public libraries, and it would behoove many of us to not only know the laws of this land that you are saying that you're a citizen of, that they have to vote every so often in order that you can vote. Malcolm X. We've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, turned upside down. We don't know jack. And you have PhDs, and you have doctorate degrees, and you know nothing of yourself. You hate yourself. So, why don't this year, as I have made a declaration to myself, to read more and to be more aware of exactly what is going on in this country, in this land. I'll be back. You're listening to the Tony Key Show.
It's Tony. It's Jill on KEI TV.
The more money you make, the more the IRS will take. So if you go from making $75,000 to $150,000, you're not going to see $75,000 divided by 12 on your paycheck. As a matter of fact, I know people who get a raise from $100,000 on their job to $200,000, and they've actually seen less on their check, because the more money you make, the more tax brackets you enter into. I remember my first check went from $10,000 to $20,000, a pay period. I was looking for this check. Now, let's be clear. I was living check to Monday, so I had already spent the money, okay? I knew the check was coming. So when I got the $10,000 check, my net pay was $8,500. I was married with 3 children, 5 exemptions, so I had 5 allowances on my W-4. I thought that's how it worked. So when I was getting this $20,000 commission, I thought, I'll have $16,000, $17,000. Let me tell you something. I got the check. The check was like $9,000. Let me tell you, I almost passed out right there in the office. I got dizzy. Then I said, child, you can't die because you need your money. I said, you right. So I went into the office and I called the IRS. People said, well, why'd you call the IRS? Because they had my money. Who else you gonna call? I can call the HR people. They don't have my money. I'm looking at the check. It says FICA name, so that's who I'm calling. So I called the IRS and I got on the phone. I told them my situation. I didn't even know who to call or what to say. All I know is half my check is gone and I need it back. So they heard my story and they said, oh, we're going to put you on with a withholding agent. I thought, whoo, child, they got somebody named that? Okay, you got a withholding agent. So I was ready. I was already counting the minutes to when I was going to get my money. So the withholding agent came on and she started to ask asked me all these questions. By like question number 10 or 11, I started to get nervous. She put me on hold, came back, and her calculation was only 2 pennies different than my check. That's when I learned the more money you make, the more the IRS will take. I did not think that when you grow in life, that you make more money and get less. That just didn't seem fair to me. So the first thing is to spend less money. The next thing is, yes, to get more money. Multiple streams of income, a raise on your job, do some extra shifts. But the third ingredient is the single most important ingredient, and that is you have to get your money back. Well, guess what? That's what the IRS says. The IRS says if you drive your car for business, you can get your money back. If you just go out and drive for personal reasons, you don't. If you have a business dinner or business lunch, you can get your money back. If you take a business trip, you can get your money back. The IRS says this well over hundreds and hundreds of times. So
when I tell you I found the gem of all gems, in Lithonia, Georgia is the new Black Wall Street. It opened on Black Friday, and this place is legitimately like this organized, amazing space for Black creators, for Black business owners, for all things Black. Everyone is able to share what they're selling, what they're doing. We got all sorts of artists, all sorts of business owners, ranging from like skincare products and clothing and juices and books. I mean, it is super incredible, and it is just the idea of keeping the money within our community, y'all. We went to this awesome bookstore. We had to, of course, pick
Oh shit! And backdoor assistance?
Mississippi is still a very rough place. You know, people is not just walking up like they used to do in the past, walking out, you know, shooting a man down or getting maybe 200 or 300 people carrying you out and lynching you, but it's in a small, subtle way. It's in a small, subtle way.
May 7, 1955, a homicide. Shut up, boy, get in line, or you gon' end up dying. Them judges coming back to back, but in this day and time, I keep that 40 in my lap. Dare you to try. Do you know Mr. Lee? Not just a reverend, he. Black entrepreneur, business owner that spoke for me. NAACP, he did it for my fam. To make sure blacks got the vote, and they gun them down.
We have to live on it, but we've never wanted it.
No, it wasn't no justice, nigga. Cock it back and squeeze the trigger. How the fuck I'm supposed to feel? Still the day they killing niggas, they still use the clan gang. Dressing up as cops lame. Every year they taking lives. Me damn, you make my mama cry. 92 registered votes, so that's why they took his life. People scared to testify, even though they seen a murder. What if that show grab?
Oh yeah. Have to every now and then, you know, get political. Is that what I gotta say? Get political with you guys? I don't know. But anyhow, you're listening to Living Room Chat. Tony Key, and listen, I was kicked back the other night, and just sitting in the crib, and ding dong, and you got these cameras around, and looked at my door, and there was something that I had not seen in quite some time. A political candidate was walking the street in my neighborhood. Now, first things first, got to figure out who he is. Well, he rings the doorbell, and then I speak with him via the camera and the speaker. His first name is Abel, and he's running for Congress in the DeSoto area, Dallas, Fort Worth, Dallas County. Abel Muglakata. Our community is speaking up for its fair share, and it's time for Washington to start listening. That's why I'm running for Congress. Now, first of all, sir, and that's what I hear all the time. I've been hearing it for quite some time. And, well, okay, let's go a little further. In Congress, ABLE will prioritize our communities and will fight for dignity, prosperity, and equality. Hola. ¿Cómo está usted?
Bien, gracias. You know, I live in Texas. I'll go on with you now.
Bien, gracias. Y'all welcome Jill in tonight. By the fireplace. We kicking back. I got my little new. But Jill, I'm talking about this political guy that was, some I hadn't seen in quite some time. Walking the neighborhood, you don't hear nothing? Well, see, we're gonna have to be out like tonight, out of the earphones, because ain't nothing happening. Anyhow, Fernando is got a bite of the bug.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I had it.
Yeah?
No, I was down. No, literally. I had it. I got Domarion. I did.
What?
Yeah, I did. I was down for, my son came to visit.
Uh-huh.
And, of course, he was being careful. And there were a couple of Christmas get-togethers.
Uh-huh.
And he decided to go because they were small. And he caught the Omarion.
Okay.
So, needless to say, being a good mom, took care of my son.
Yeah.
And maybe about 2 or 3 days later, I started showing symptoms. So I survived round 2.
Oh my God!
I got the first one, and I got this one.
Now, should I still like be in this direction right here?
Absolutely. Don't worry, I tested today.
Okay. Oh, we did look.
I had the shot, so once again, I've become an advocate. Unwillingly, but still, because I had to take the shot.
Yeah. But still, right.
I've become an advocate because God knows it. Again, it could have been worse.
Oh my God!
But I'm here.
Here is what I am really glad, happy, and blessed that you are here.
Well, thank you.
Yes. And even with the three of us in this little room, I'm not arguing with anybody anymore, Jill. I'm simply okay. I'm vaccinated. They've been pumping holes in me ever since I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
I'm going into service, polio.
You're a government experiment.
Yeah, you get
test tube, baby.
Test.
Last time you heard that.
Look at you.
Test tube, baby.
That goes back.
That goes
a while. Go back a while. Hey, Happy New Year.
New Year.
I'm glad that we are sharing this space still.
And we have to work on my light because it's not catching my best light, for sure. But we'll work on it.
Well, I told you, Fernando is. See,
I know, Fernando.
So and then we had some more lights was gonna come in, and then the doggone people didn't even send the battery nor the plug. So okay,
that's fun.
Yeah, that's big fun. Walmart. Hey, listen, let me tell you, I'm at Walmart, right?
Oh God, not a Walmart store.
Dun 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 dun. So look. I got the little handicap sticker. I'm the handicap man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm driving, blah blah blah, and that thing, it runs out of fuel. Literally, just runs out of fuel. Okay. Oh, no more juice. So I go over to the parking space. I mean, not a little space, the power thing, right? And there's this guy with all the baskets, that run the baskets. He bring the baskets in and stack them up and everything. Oh boy, I'm looking at it's like a car. You're looking at a car coming at you, and you're going, hey, bruh, Room. Yeah. Now I had great advice from another friend of mine, but at the time I didn't think of it, Jill. Yeah, that's right. He did it 2 times.
Wow.
Okay, so now I'm yelling, right? Dude, somebody gonna have to. Man, can't you see I'm on a handicap buggy and you ramming me into. Somebody gonna pay for this. I ain't gonna tell you about the conversation that I had the night before I went to Walmart. Okay, but we'll bypass that. But anyhow, I get in with the manager. I'm talking stuff. I give me a little something, little gift card. Stuff
Was it
like
for me?
that. Huh?
Oh, okay, never
See,
mind.
see there, we went selfish right away. See, okay, but what do you think? What do you think of these? They hire these folks, and look, and the guy gave me the story. I knew he was going to give me. Well, see, he's one of our handicapped. I said, you know what? I knew you was going to say that. I knew it somehow deep down in my core. I knew you were going to blame the handicap
You
folks.
felt it in your belly.
You gonna blame the handicapped people.
Oh my
So I said, man, look, for you, I'm gonna have to scare you. Y'all skill me there, Facebook. Don't. Yeah. So I said, look, you give me your. I want the corporate number. I want to give it. Just give me.
Just give it to you.
Give me your name and everything. So I backed off and I thought about it, Jill, and said, I don't want to make it hard for the black manager. You understand what I'm saying?
You're just gonna look out for the brother this time.
I'm gonna look out for it this time. See, but next time I roll up in the store, no, I'm gonna roll up in there and he gonna become my best friend. Watch me roll up out of there with some real vital and good stuff that we
Yeah, with that
need.
discount.
You see what I'm saying? More than a discount.
You know, look.
You're listening to Jill and Tony. The living room chat. Jill finally got in here.
Well, actually, I thought it was 7:30 we were going on air. Was it 7?
Oh, well, that's okay. I had a little program going. It was 7, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad. We'll do better next time.
Yeah, but that's all right. We cool. Look at this. See, I got real professional tonight.
No, we got our printout.
Look here, got printouts. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
snazzy.
You know what I'm saying? It's snazzy.
It's snazzy now. Almost, I dare say, bourgeois.
Bougie. We bougie. And good to be back. You know, you get out the saddle. You know, they say you get back on the bicycle. And just get back on it. But sometimes, man, I gotta admit, Jill. I hate to admit it.
Say it.
I ain't gonna say it.
Say it.
No.
You missed me. Say it. Damn it. Say it with your chest.
I be mad as shit. Look here. My portion then producer be have to take the brunt.
I know.
Where's she?
Yeah, Joey, barely on the turntable.
But listen, I appreciate the folk we got that are with us and that are faithful, and Jolie having to be one.
Yes.
They'll sit in and try and produce, and then I get crazy, stupid, cause I have to realize this ain't really her element.
I know, and she's like that stuff they put. You know that stuff like my grandfather had what's called miracle putty.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what it was, it fixed it.
Right.
It's like miracle putty.
Yeah.
That's what Jolie is. She's miracle putty. If it's catering, she's in there. If it's
know,
radio production,
hey,
she's in there.
She's in there. And listen, I feel like I was telling the audience earlier, I finished the year pretty good shooting a film. Well, Jolie got fired.
After I said all that. Okay.
Anyhow. So she got an opportunity to go on set with me, man, and see the mechanics of things, and see how we hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. How we sit and we wait.
Remember, I said I did the extra thing, and
We drink coffee.
hurry up and wait again.
See, but I think it's even. I think it's worse for the principals because the extras are in and out, and they got to.
And they have to stay put.
Well, yeah, but the principal is you got to somewhat stay in character.
Yeah, that's why I say you have to stay put in every aspect of it. You have to still stay in character. Still keep your focus.
Right. So I went on to Grandpa, and I had to be cool and everything, man. Gave me a nice smoker jacket.
Oh. See, here we go.
Yeah,
We're on that bourgeois room.
Look, and you know me, like I don't terribly like to look at the dailies, which is the playbacks. But man, I got a glimpse at a playback now and God all day.
But you looking at the damn jacket though.
No, I was looking.
You just thought you was pretty. Just pretty. Jolie? Okay.
And Muhammad Ali and bro.
Yes, sir. Okay, moving on, sir. We're going to take a break because I want to see a picture of that smoke.
Oh, I'm going to show you a picture of it. You're listening to Living Room Chats all the way from DeSoto, Texas. That's right. We've been, look here. We're starting just again this year, and it's, Jill. And I say, good to have you back. I started to talk about Abel, who knocked on my door, running for United States Congress. I'm pretty much disappointed in Congress right now, and many of our elected officials. The Democrats have the power, and they're acting like little.
They act like they're still a minority.
Like they still a minority, little chumps. We still got to ask the Republicans. I say, get the bulldozers, get the ships, get the walking, get the whatever, and just roll the hell over them.
Well, they're the majority. Act as such.
And we still are under the threat of a Donald Trump.
Yeah, with this election coming.
For president again.
Yes.
Now,
like if that happens, like right now, I'm in the process of deciding, because we all know I'm a proud green card holder, deciding whether to apply. Yeah, I'm really literally, because my green card expired.
Permanent alien status?
Yes, it's expiring. We have to redo our card every 10 years or whatever. And I was really thinking about just going to take the jump, take the leap, and become a citizen. But when you look at your future with Donald Trump, I mean, I like the easy access to make a choice to get the hell up out or her.
Well,
you know what I mean? I mean, you can get out of here either which way, but I'm just saying, to even put my name, my being, my essence,
Jill,
in the same place with Donald Trump. I don't even want to. Sorry guys, I'm not a communist, but it's like,
no.
I'm not a radical, but I just don't want to be associated.
But you're a decent human being.
Yeah, I don't want to be associated with that. I'd rather keep on to my national, my Trinidadian nationalism, as just to.
And by the way, happy post-Independence Day.
Thank you.
And I also today was reading about Ethiopia. And Ethiopia has never been ruled by the colonialists and the segregationalists. Somehow they never got, and they still maintain the original culture.
Right.
Of course, y'all know that's where black folks and folks in general all came from.
Well.
Yeah, so, stuff like that. They call it critical race theory. I like to talk to my son, Sean is in the school system. I'd like to talk to him sometime about how you're sneaking. It's unavoidable. These children want to know now.
Yeah.
And
there's too much resources out here. So much. The Google. Everything. It's just too much out here. You can't hide it anymore.
You can't. You can't sweep it under. And then the country's turning black and brown. Hey man, I asked myself the question just before you walked in. There had to be some foolish people to think they could bring hundreds and hundreds of black folks over here,
right,
force them to have babies. Rape them, make them have babies. And the thing that they were going to be able to keep that bear in the cave forever and ever and ever.
It wasn't going to happen. At some point, there was going to be intermingling, intermixing, dilution. You know,
Solution,
making cocktails. You know,
drunk,
The whole
smoking
nine
weed
yards.
together.
That's right.
It was destined to happen, and but
that's when you don't look at the big picture.
well, that's
You know?
that's exactly what happened. Is that they didn't look at the big picture. They thought that hey, well, we got them over here, and what we can do is we can go ahead and infiltrate them, and we can rape them, and they'll become white. But they found out that dog. Even the ones that be real white when they're young, as they grow older, their damn noses start spreading, the lips start talking Negroish.
Yeah, because actually I was watching, oh my gosh, I don't know, I want to say PBS, and they have a series on there where they have the celebrities come on, Lee Daniels.
Yeah.
Guess who Lee Daniels' DNA cousin is?
Who? Tell me. What white man?
White woman.
White woman. Who?
Who was that chick that was married to Woody Allen?
Woody Allen.
This is a trivia.
Mia.
That's his damn cousin.
That's his cousin?
That's his cousin.
Well, Ben Affleck.
Like 3 or 4
Generation, something like that. Yeah.
They're freaking cousins.
We all intermingled in some way, somehow. Ben Affleck found out his people held slaves and shit. Erase everything on social media. Get that. Oh, hell no. Yeah, y'all did, white folk.
Yeah. So this is what I had a thought when I was watching this particular show. There was this other actress. I'm not going to say her name because we're not adverting or
Yes.
So she was on there and found out that her peoples were really black. And
I love it when that happens.
And she was wonderful about it, and she was like, she can't wait to tell her mom, who, as she got older, her hair got a little curlier. Some features coming out. So I was watching this, and I was wondering to myself, what if one day they do a show and someone has a true, real reaction, like, I got nigga in me? And not be okay.
Well, basically.
Literally, and not be okay with it.
Yeah.
I thought that would be so curious, and worse, would they actually air that?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Really
Now, well, then, looking at today, somebody's going to sneak. Somebody would find it. Somebody would.
Yeah,
would
because
probably let
all
it out.
publicity is some kind of publicity.
Yeah,
And I think that would be a hoot to see. And I was also looking at body language. I've been kind of researching that lately about body language and how to tell someone is lying. They say like the eye blocking, the shoulder, jerking, not finding the right words, and the lips, piercing your lips together.
We got a show.
So I was just saying to myself, what if watching that and learning what I've learned, and they're sitting there like, really, my great grandfather was real? And trying to hold a straight face like they happy, but see the eye block and the shoulder jerk. And if I'm watching that, I'm gonna be like, I'm tweeting that shit.
Well, listen, we got a local show here that's called Cheaters. Well, on our channel, Jill, we're gonna start airing a show called Bounty Hunter. That is kind of like Cheaters, but African American host, and he sometimes has a white cohort and detective and stuff like that, and he's legal and bonded and catching cheating husbands and catching all stuff like that. That would be an excellent kind of format. Now let's just see the things in a minute, but that would be an excellent kind of show to suggest something like that.
Yeah. And then
Just
like
fine,
do
yeah.
freeze the screen for a second. See that? Look at his lips. Hold on. See that? Look at his eyes.
Yeah, and listen, and we also have some clips coming up later on in our broadcast arena where people at city council meetings in deep south places like in Georgia, deep south Georgia, where it is all right if they stand up at the city council meeting and say, you know, my grandpappy, he used to hang down in Nigger Town. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
We need to send a camera down there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to rock, paper, scissors, there.
Well, you know, because in reality, Jill, and the sadness of it, in reality, that's this thing we're calling our country.
That's why I'm gonna keep my green card.
Don't blame you at all.
Make my decision.
Don't blame you at
$550
all.
application fee.
I'm trying to tell you, you're listening to Jill and Tony, and it's the Living Room Chat. It is Thursday evening, and listen, we're gonna take a break, but man, we got a talent spot coming up. I got something to show you. Look, this one here, right here, is just gonna blow your mind. But before we go, I need to remind you again. Next Thursday evening, right here with us, Hester Johnson Moore. This is her book. It's entitled 16N68. Boom! My story. The Hester Moore story. Hester is a civil rights pioneer, Memphis, Tennessee, and we did a play together called Slave Letters, and I got to know her.
Yes, good one. Saw
Yeah,
it.
I got
You
to know.
changed someone's life with it. Remember I brought a little guest, that birthday
Yes,
boy changed his life.
yes. And that is our part of our mission this year. We're gonna teach, we're gonna read, we're gonna learn about each other. It's Living Room Chat. Jill and Tony. We'll be back. In a minute. Thank you.
It's Tony. It's Jill on KEI TV.
Gotta roll, gotta roll, gotta roll, gotta roll. Gotta roll, come on, guys. I gotta roll. Woo! Yeah. Every time the morning sun shines brightly in my eyes, motivates and moves me till I reach and touch the sky. All my hopes and dreams show me my path is very clear. As I lay to rest now, all my doubts and empty fears. Gotta roll, 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 oh, gotta roll, 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 gotta roll, roll, roll. Oh, gotta roll, oh, yeah. Got no time to sit and waste and wonder why I can't. All in life ain't fair, but still I never will look back. I can make the difference for myself and what I see. Then what's left is having fun. I'll roll on till it's done. Gotta roll, 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 oh, gotta roll, roll. Oh, yeah, gotta roll, 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 gotta roll, roll, oh, yeah. No time wasted, so close I can taste it. And you thought that I would never get it done. All I'm saying, can't just keep playing. The time is now, so gotta roll and have fun. Roll, 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 oh, roll, 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 yeah. successfully. Digging deep and preach your best. Life always has the test. Now you know just what it takes to be your very best. Gotta roll, 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 oh. Gotta roll, 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 yeah. Roll, 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 oh. Roll, 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 yeah. Time wasted, so close I can taste it. And you thought that I would never get it done. All I'm saying, can't just keep playing. The time is now, so gotta roll and have some fun. Gotta roll, 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 oh. Gotta roll, 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 yeah. Gotta roll, 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 oh. Gotta roll, 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 yeah. Every time the morning sun shines brightly in my eyes, motivates and moves me till I reach and touch the sky. All my hopes and dreams show me my path is very clear. As I lay to rest now, all my doubts and empty fear. Roll, 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 yeah, roll, yeah, roll, 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 yeah, roll, roll,
Screenplay writers, actors, directors, musicians, authors, and entertainment. You are invited to join us here at KEI TV. For more information, call 972-989-9925.
So boss man, give me where me come from. Stop beat around the bush. You know see me frustrated and the youths are dead for younger. And you know stay like how we look. So boss man, give me where me come from. Stop beat around the bush. You know see me frustrated.
Listen, living room chats on Thursday.
I like that little reggae.
You like that? You like that reggae festival? It's going to be in Addison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I guess I better show up for that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Maybe it representing us. Okay.
Well, we running them, you know. So, yeah, we welcome, and we got another feature tonight from a local artist who moved down to the Dominican Republic. And back in the day, you know, he had a kind of crazy reputation, but he moved down there, and he stays down there, which I don't blame him at all. So he sent me a nice clip. We Are the World. We're gonna play that later on. Okay. And you know, look. You know, I like hanging around trying to find new talent and stuff. You know.
Right.
Okay. So what I did was I went on the internet. Okay. And I found something that well, actually, I need to tell you though. We're gonna do a segment tonight called "Where Are They Now?"
Okay. I like
As a matter of fact, we do that now. We do that right now, because you want to know something about this guy.
Okay.
You want to know what he's doing and what's happening. So let's run that segment right there, and we'll be back in a minute. All right.
So have you lost the love for making music?
Nah, not at all. I don't think it has anything to do with me losing the love for music. I don't think I will ever lose the love for music.
After Bow Wow would become one of the most successful and youngest rappers of all time after an early collaboration with Snoop Dogg would lead to his very own solo album, Beware the Dog.
Tell him your name.
Bow Wow.
This is Bow Wow. Y'all hear that? Can y'all hear it? Yes. He's the future. He's a rapper too. He gonna drop and y'all go out and grab his stuff soon.
After Bow Wow would go through a series of different name changes, including dropping a little from his moniker and eventually going by his real name of Shad Moss.
To me, it really wasn't that big of a deal, you know what I mean? I was kind of laughing at the reaction, how everybody was just making it like some of the biggest news in the world, but to me, it was just hilarious because I was like, shit, I'm just using my normal name, you know what I mean? But
after Bow Wow would have over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, 3 million followers on Twitter, and over 4.5 million followers on Instagram at the time of this recording. When this legend of the rap game first hit the scene back in the early 90s, he went by the unforgettable name of Lil Bow Wow. And over the course of his career, he dropped as many hit tracks on us as he would name changes and swerves in his career path. Eventually, Bow Wow would evolve into something of an actor and announced in 2016 that he was done with rapping entirely.
Bow Wow has announced he is retiring from rap. I'm good with everything I accomplished. I made it to the White House. He's gonna do this one last album, and that's it, his final hurrah.
Of course, if we flash forward a little under 5 years, Bow Wow is still in some strange type of holding pattern as he continues to promise his fans one last album without ever delivering. So what gives? Are we ever gonna get this final studio album, and will Bow Wow still retire if we finally do? Well, not for nothing, but this is actually the second time Bow Wow has announced his retirement. He first did so back in 2009 during a radio interview, which means if I'm being honest, I kind of doubt Bow Wow's career is going to be over anytime soon, but let's take a closer look to find out if I'm right. Hey, what's poppin', guys? It's boy Marlon Palmer back at it again with a brand new episode in our series, Where Are They Now? This one taking a look at the recent history of Bow Wow, formerly of The Little Variety. Growing up in the early 2000s, it was like impossible to talk to any girls that weren't in love with Lil Bow Wizzle. And I was definitely one of those guys that was tying their shoelaces, asking God to make me like Mike. So he's a legend. But he's pretty well known for his music too. And today I'm gonna be filling you guys in on everything he's been up to lately. Let me know what you think by following me on Instagram at DadDoMcFly. Let's get into the story. Bow Wow was born Shad Moss and began rapping at the extremely young age of just 6 years old, which garnered the attention of the OGs of the industry, including Snoop Doggy Dogg.
When we discovered that he was ready to go, we put him on a couple songs on Death Row. They had him on some bullshit songs. He was going hard on them motherfuckers.
After bequeathing upon this youngster the name everyone would come to know him by, Little Bow Wow, by the year 2000, Bow Wow was already ready to release his very own debut album, Beware the Dog, which featured the hit singles Bow Wow, That's My Name, as well as Bounce With Me and Puppy Love. Bounce with me, bounce with me. That was a bop. By 2002, he was a big enough commodity that his second studio album, Doggy Bag, went all the way to number 11 on the Billboard charts and was certified platinum along the way thanks to singles like Take You Home and Thank You. It was a huge year for Lil Bow Wow because not only did he have a certified hit album, but he also made his professional acting debut in the box office success, like Mike, that saw him increase his national exposure by leaps and bounds. No pun intended. But maybe fame was starting to get to his head a little bit, because that same year was when Bow Wow decided that little didn't really suit him any longer, now that he was practically a teenager at the ripe old age of 13. So he dropped the prefix and started going simply as Bow Wow in April of 2002, telling MTV at the time, "I changed my name because I'm getting older now and it's too many littles, all these little rappers. I'm just kind of getting irritated by it. Besides, I'm growing up, I'm not little anymore." Despite the branding alteration, Bow Wow's career continued to soar as he released further albums like Unleashed in 2003, Wanted in 2005, and The Price of Fame in 2006. The last album, though, wasn't quite the success the previous ones had been after releasing the collaborative album Face Off alongside Omarion in 2007 and New Jack City 2 in 2009. Bow Wow was effectively done making music. Listen, don't sleep on that Face Off album. Classic.
Me and JD, we got back together because not only cause you know this is my last album. I knew I wanted to go out with a bang. I'm like, yo, if I make this my last album, hook back up with the dude who helped me and was responsible for Bow Wow as well as Snoop was.
After releasing that last album, Bow Wow had his next album in mind ever since. A project.
Keep your hats on. Nice little cold front coming in this weekend. Ooh, when you say cold front, what that mean?
We talk about 40.
Chilly?
40 degrees in the sun.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
but that's mainly going to hit like the what's that? The northeastern side. But you know, we're just going to get a little kiss of it on this end.
Just a little bit.
But tomorrow it'll be a mirror of today though, like 73.
It was what?
73.
73?
Yeah, only in Texas.
Only in Texas. I don't know, man. You know, I was talking to Bill. Man, one day oh my God, one day he snowed in, and then the next day he's sweating out. So, you know.
Okay, climate change.
What?
Climate change.
You in Texas.
Okay. Just saying.
You in Texas.
Just saying. When that iceberg flowed down here on the Mississippi. Just saying.
Well, Jill, that's all. Like what we just did, right? That's all we can say sometimes.
But you know what? I was watching this other program, and they were talking about climate change and talking about, well, you know, what can we do about it? It's already, you know, we're already jacked up. We're done.
Yeah.
You know, and this gentleman was saying, okay, hey, yeah, we are where we are, but we don't have to get worse.
We don't.
We don't have to get worse. He said it's just a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to get worse. If you see a damn truck come, what you gonna do? Stand there and wait for the truck to come? You know.
And that is what is so amazing to me about these grown people.
Right.
These grown people, these grown folks, looking at this, and then saying it's something else.
Right, but they have the power to make a change, but they just think about profits.
They don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I need an asthma to sell asthma pumps, so let's create more smog. Why don't we?
I need an asthma.
You know, like what the hell? Let's put up some more power lines. Give some people some leukemia.
Listen, you can email us and talk to us and chat with us and say things. I think Jill will answer some of your questions.
You don't want me to answer.
You don't want me to tell you nothing.
I'll be politically
correct.
correct.
But I'm a talent. How can I? I'm a talent internet troller. So I find new and unusual stuff. I got something for you. We're gonna talk through this. Check it out.
Ladies, what should we sing here today? I've got something for you. Hit it. We gotta sing something strong. I'm thinking Christina Aguilera. Listen, okay. There's a man's world. Okay, I can do that. No, let me finish showing you. There's a man's world. Oh, but I really need nothing. Without one girl.
before you let me sing. I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
While we up here, I oop and be backing up a dummy, and I can't even get, my full stage time.
Oh, see, now,
It ain't
see.
changed. It was
Oh,
2019, 2020,
Oh, my
2000.
God.
I ain't gonna stop.
Oh, my God.
Wait, I had a moment. I'm sorry. Let me get my nerves back together.
We're gonna get our camera for me.
Okay, I'll let go and walk away.
Give her some. Let her wipe her face.
It's all good. No, that is actual talent to
That
sing with
is
your lips closed, yo.
phenomenal. Listen,
Great, good
that
stuff.
is phenomenal.
That was good stuff.
Not only that, she got two voices.
That part.
You see, and two distinct characteristics.
That part.
Ain't that crazy?
That was fun. That was fun. That was a good one. Tony.
Yeah,
That was a good
that was pretty good. So I'm gonna be shooting those things at you every so often, because I like doing stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh man, and she just blew me away.
Yeah, that's
She
talent.
just blew me straight away.
So was she on one of those America's Got Talent, or one of those
No,
kind of
no. There's a little platform, and sometimes you can bounce off because we are on YouTube.
Right.
So we can bounce off those things, and so I started trolling talent. Found a couple of violinists that were like crazy, and some people that were contortionists that could play it. So you'll see.
Oh, contortionists.
Yeah.
Make you want to stretch.
Didn't make me want to stretch. I was just listening to the
I'm just saying, I'm a
music.
Scorpio. I think about things. when I see people
Oh,
stretching.
okay. Hey, listen, I'd like to send a lot of Happy New Year's out to the guys in and around that's playing locally here in town. Rob Hogan, number one, his group, that has stayed together for years, decades, and months and years.
And still doing it?
Woo, still doing. Wouldn't be me. There's a wonderful singer, Eve. Eve, forgive me, Eve.
Geriatric moment.
Forgive me, Eve.
He doesn't mean it.
Forgive me, Eve. I'm gonna put this on Jill. Call it. What's her name? Eve something.
Eve something. But we love you, Eve. We love you.
That's all right. Yeah. And Jeffrey Gritz, bass player, still hanging around town. Your boy, Lee May.
Lee May is still doing the damn thing up there in Russia. He's
Lee,
standing
look.
longer and yet ain't lighter.
Look. You want to
Just
see?
saying.
Lee, you know I have to tell you the truth, man. I was always suspect. In Russia, anyway. But man, all I can say is congratulations.
Yes.
And,
When you talk about how life takes a turn and a second chance of success, happiness, doing your passion.
Doing your
That's
passion, man.
Lee May.
That's incredible.
He has been the best, one of the best interviews that I've had the pleasure to have on multiple occasions.
Yeah. Lee May's my boy.
And he serenades me. So that's a kudo.
Oh, okay, Jill. Okay.
On that note too, about great successes and all that. Here, with us here on Living Room Chat, I'd like to take a moment, for Betty White and Mr. Portier.
Absolutely. I had a little clip ready, but Fernando, and I'm getting old, so I don't know how to move it from this place to that place.
We'll get together.
But
we definitely have to give Mr. Sidney Portier a tribute.
Absolutely.
Honorable, well-deserved tribute.
Absolutely, and I was earlier, while you were driving in,
like I said, 2019, 2000. I'm always late. What it is what it be. If you don't love me, take me for all I am.
But Sidney Portier, Harry Belafonte, the greatest. Not only great actors and performers, and with Harry being okay singer, Wonderful.
A stylist.
With some of the bravest entertainers and men our culture seen in America. And the sad portion is that many Americans, white and black, didn't find out exactly what Sidney was all about until he died. And this guy, and I was a kid in the late 60s. This guy came to my state where they were hanging Negroes randomly. Him and Harry Belafonte snuck $70,000 down to the movement.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
Risked limb, career, life, everything for black people and justice.
Wow. The little old guy from the islands
From the
who
islands.
they turned down
Mhm.
because his accent was too thick.
Accent too thick?
Reading wasn't the greatest.
You ain't went to acting
and
school?
couldn't sing a lick.
Nigga?
And look at him.
You tone deaf?
Everything. Yeah, and look at who he became and what he became.
Slap the hell out of that white man.
My name is Mr. Tibbs.
Mr. Tibbs. That's right, I said slap the hell out of it. And it as it should have been. And guess who's coming to dinner? Kind of awake, or we didn't agree with it at the time, but hell,
That's the norm now, ain't it?
America's changing.
Yeah.
So I definitely salute him, man. And just as we were talking, I was talking on the phone. I was talking to Kim and one of my friends, old school. We were talking, and I had just looked at the picture with him and James Earl and from Roots, the long tall cat. Oh boy, I'll get his name.
Geriatric moment.
But that's okay. But I was just looking at those cats, man. Morgan Freeman. And then Kim said, "Oh, Tony, you hear about Sidney?" Oh man. Well, and then Betty White had a stellar career.
Yes.
And in the end, did a lot of work with black films. They kind of always had to come home to roost, don't they?
Yeah. Always had a cameo with Betty White. Always had a cameo with Betty White. But you know what I thought was fascinating?
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing what we do for like 5+ hours live?
Incredible.
That was her when she first started.
Incredible.
Black and white TV, radio. She was on there live for
and
hours.
And her husband, one of her husbands was a game show host.
Oh.
Alan Ludden or something like that, I believe, when back in the day. And so Betty's been around.
She has been around
for a minute or two.
Not that kind of around, guys. I mean, the industry.
Well, around about in the industry. It's Living Room Chat with Jill and Tony. You guys can, I guess, email us, chat with us, say something to us. Hello. Bye-bye. Glad to see you. Smile, stuff like that. Next Thursday night. I just finished shooting a wonderful little story and a helpful story for some. Real good nugget in the story. The film is entitled My Dear, and it is a Greg Ellis produced and directed film. And you'd be surprised. And it's a wonderful talent.
Greg has wonderful projects.
Well,
he has wonderful. I really like his projects.
For those that I signed up for, they're great. Now I can't see. I think I had spoke to him earlier in the year and said, "Hey, Tony, I got a couple things I got to line up there. Maybe I'll get back with you. Maybe la 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 la." So this casting thing came over my little board. And I said, man, I'd like to play this thing. I didn't know it was his thing. But, I looked in the producer, so I said, man, I don't want you to give me nothing. Open up the door. And I'll get him myself.
So you requested an audition?
Just an audition. just an audition.
Tony know he could have walked in on that one. That's okay.
No.
You was being all,
No,
authentic.
see, you and Marcus are the same way. See,
You being authentic.
You see, Marcus, and Marcus accusing me of stuff of dinners that I didn't have. Of jacuzzis and swimming pools that I've been to. I was not there, Marcus Morgan. But the film should be out. What do you mean?
That's for my pinky toe that last.
And Lucretia Johnson played Grandpa's wife.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, we had good chemistry, wonderful chemistry. And, actually, I think I'm going to talk Christian coming in, being our entertainment.
I think that would be great.
Voice
as long
for
as she brings some cake.
Cake?
With the liquor on top.
With the liquor?
In the frosting.
Frosting?
I ain't forgot about it.
She's an alcoholic still. She's the alcohol.
2019, 2020.
Let it go, just let it go, Jill. Let it go, my goodness. Hey, listen, you can email us, you can call us, you can please come and have a chat with us on
Bring your
Thursday.
wine.
Definitely bring your wine. Bring a glass of wine.
I'll have my wine next week.
Living room chat. I think we are going to next Thursday.
Sample some?
Well, we're going to sample some wines in Dubai.
Okay, well, what you laughing at, Joe? You know you need to make sure that bad boy chill back there in that Frigidaire.
Yeah, look. As a matter of fact, let's see what we got back there. Anyhow, do we have some wine back there? Ask Miss Carr. Ask Miss Carr. We have a great talent here, man, that hang around the studio back and forth. I'll just throw a first name out there before we, no.
No, it's not.
Don't do that. No.
We're just starting to warm back up and, just getting to reacquaint ourselves and, trying to.
Yeah, okay, all
We
right.
don't want to startle them,
Okay.
with the homeliness of some peoples and,
Got it.
next week also.
Okay. Thank you very much. What's Sunday's last name?
Sunday?
See, my producer's supposed to throw that stuff at me now.
Oh, wake up, Jolie.
See, Sunday. What's Sunday's last name? Oh no. What?
She answers.
What? Curry. Sunday Curry.
Are we talking about a person or the dish?
Huh?
We talking about a person or the dish?
So what now?
Are we talking about a person or the dish?
No, we talking about the person.
Oh, okay, just checking.
This is a
I
person.
cook curry on Sundays.
Sunday is an excellent little act, and for the first time, sometimes people that are on the set, and you have these relationships and these conversations going. I was kind of worried. How old are you? You know your stuff. You don't know your stuff.
You always pick with the babies.
Hey, you know. But
They got TikTok or whatever. What you got? They got it together.
Listen, listen. We as we rehearsed and ran lines for the scene. The first encounter, Lucretia, and see, I'm a country boy, Adonis, so I can call her Lucretia, okay, bro? Lucretia developed a little thing where, she would cue her, touch her on the elbow or something like that. That's genius. That's great. And she remembered the lines, man, and she flowed very well.
Great.
And
Good stuff.
yeah, so and we were I think me and Jolie was here, doing something, and TV came up. Boom! Hey, that's my granddaughter right there on the TV.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. And the experience was wonderful, man. And she introduced us to her siblings and one little Spider, man. He's a character.
There's always one.
Oh,
How many kids? Is it 3?
He is 3.
Yes,
Well, it's
4.
4. Yeah,
But there's always one. Spider-Man the one.
Really, literally want to climb the walls. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know. I come and say, "Give me 5."
Yeah, I know,
you
right?
know, like
that
that.
hardy one.
Oh, really? Yeah, man. But I think I'm going to enjoy talking with her next Thursday evening from 7 to 9. And also, like I said and always have to tell y'all know I'm an avid reader.
That's part of my, I don't want to say resolution, because we don't say resolution.
Yeah,
we
don't say that.
goals.
There you go.
Yeah, so one of my goals is to start reading
Absolutely.
again.
Absolutely.
You know, outside of work.
Absolutely.
You know.
16N63, my story, the Hester Moore story. Hester Moore is a pioneer in the civil rights movement. And so, you know, Brother Tony, we don't want to talk about all that old stuff. Well, I don't care. But you should care.
You should.
If
The
we don't,
history, the story.
hey, if we don't know the root, we ain't gonna get to nothing else. So, y'all get it together. You're listening to Jill and Tony. And what we're gonna do is gonna get out of here for a short. Listen to some real good island music. Yeah, we're gonna listen to a little bit of that. And we'd love it if you would listen with us. We'll be back in a minute.
Screenplay writers, actors, directors, musicians, authors, and entertainment. You are invited to join us here at KEI TV. For more information, call 972-989-9925.
Generations will rise, governments they will fall. We're the only ones who will carry us through it all. If the words they are clear and the actions are strong, oh my people, we.
Ladies, what should we sing here today? I've got.
We jam together in a one love positive vibe. Every nation, every color of creation. We all are different, but we all the same inside. To find the higher ground is what we all have found. A Rasta revelation for a one world generation. Each other's pain, help each other gain. If we stand together strong, the borders will be gone. We the people, we rise and shine so bright. Free the people, out of darkness to the light. We are the world, one God, one aim, one destiny. We are family, a higher love. When the powers that be divide us endlessly, they build their walls of lies and hate only to deceive. But we never alone in this twilight zone. We just need one stone, break out of Babylon. I see you and me, a reflection of my soul. Love and compassion, for our world peace behold. We all are chosen with a divine destiny
The more money you make, the more the IRS will take. So if you go from making $75,000 to $150,000, you're not going to see $75,000 divided by 12 on your paycheck. As a matter of fact, I know people who get a raise from $100,000 on their job to $200,000, and they've actually seen less on their check, because the more money you make, the more tax brackets you enter into. I remember my first check went from $10,000 to $20,000, a pay period. I was looking for this check. Now, let's be clear. I was living check to Monday, so I had already spent the money, okay? I knew the check was coming. So when I got the $10,000 check, my net pay was $8,500. I was married with 3 children, 5 exemptions, so I had 5 allowances on my W-4. I thought that's how it worked. So when I was getting this $20,000 commission, I thought, I'll have $16,000, $17,000. Let me tell you something. I got the check. The check was like $9,000. Let me tell you, I almost passed out right there in the office. I got dizzy. Then I said, child, you can't die because you need your money. I said, you right. So I went into the office and I called the IRS. People said, well, why'd you call the IRS? Because they had my money. Who else you gonna call? I can call the HR people. They don't have my money. I'm looking at the check. It says FICA them, so that's who I'm calling. So I called the IRS and I got on the phone. I told them my situation. I didn't even know who to call or what to say. All I know is half my check is gone and I need it back. So they heard my story and they said, oh, we're going to put you on with a withholding agent. I thought, whoo, child, they got somebody named that? Okay, you got a withholding agent. So I was ready. I was already counting the minutes to when I was going to get my money. So the withholding agent came on and she started to ask me all these questions. By like question number 10 or 11, I started to get nervous. She put me on hold, came back, and her calculation was only 2 pennies different than my check. That's when I learned the more money you make, the more the IRS will take. I did not think that when you grow in life, that you make more money and get less. That just didn't seem fair to me. So the first thing is to spend less money. The next thing is, yes, to get more money. Multiple streams of income, a raise on your job, do some extra shifts. But the third ingredient is the single most important ingredient, and that is you have to get your money back. Well, guess what? That's what the IRS says. The IRS says if you drive your car for business, you can get your money back. If you just go out and drive for personal reasons, you don't. If you have a business dinner or business lunch, you can get your money back. If you take a business trip, you can get your money back. The IRS says this well over hundreds and hundreds of times. So
we'll be back with Tony and Jill on KEI TV.
Bingo, the fall.
Mississippi is still a very rough place. You know, people is not just walking up like they used to do in the past, walking out, you know, shooting a man down or getting maybe 200 or 300 people carrying you out and lynching you. It's in a small, settled way. It's in a small, settled way.
May 7, 1955, a homicide. Shut up, boy, get in line, or you gon' end up dying. Them death threats coming back to back, but in this day and time, I keep that 40 in my lap. Dare you to try. Do you know Mr. Lee? Not just a reverend, he black entrepreneur and business owner that spoke for me. NAACP, he did it for my fam to make sure blacks got the vote and they gun them down.
We had to live on it, but we've never wanted it.
No, it wasn't no justice, nigga. Cock it back and squeeze the trigger. How the fuck I'm supposed to feel? Still the day they killing niggas, they still use the clan gang. Dressing up as cops lane. Every year they taking lives. Be damn, you make my mama cry. 92 registered votes, so that's why they took his life. People scared to testify, even though they seen the murder. What if that's your grandfather? Will you ride or let the murder?
The flag is drinks with our blood. Because Because you see, so many of our ancestors was killed because we have never accepted slavery.
I'm sick and tired, still today these bitches cause you murder. You put your hands up, they still shoot. Why you scared and nervous? We put our pants on just like you, so what we smoking purple? To protect and serve, it seems like that shit goes with color. So now I'm clutching on my strap because my life's important. What you expect, you are the threat, and now I'm scared and worried. You see the news, we getting blues, cameras caught the murder. And then the sister let them off, I think they served the
We've had a lot of moments, but this moment here is an opportunity.
What I'm supposed to do, you pull it out, make the news, no coming back for me or you. But you'll get off, I know it's true. So for you, I'm gonna keep the tool. I'm busting back, it's me or you. I hate to think that this is true. What's going through your mind, I wonder too. If you could switch your views and see I'm human too, what would you do? If you stopped the guy and see that he was you, would you still shoot? Well, if the answer's no, then please exchange your views. Will you assume?
So what the young people are saying now, give us a chance to be young men respected as a man, as we know this country was built on the black backwards.
As I thought to you, I wonder what would Kobe do. So this third verse was made from you, but it goes to you. Please do not be mugging, dude. Say what's up, you nervous too? We can have a barbecue, smoke and drink, no arguing. Do you want to do it? It will be epidemic. If you start changing, we show a different image. Then we can all hang like birds over siblings. Less than the killing, then we can start children. Teach them that it's never impossible and it's optional. But you should love your brothers together. We are unstoppable.
I don't see why they don't understand. They know what they've done to us. All across this country, they know what they've done to us. This country is desperately sick, and man is on the critical list.
Lamont, I take it you don't approve of your father and I getting married. Do you mind telling me why?
Because it's ridiculous, that's why. He's too old, and you're gonna be miserable. What kind of life is it being the wife of an old man?
What kind of life you think it is being the father of a young dummy?
Don't call me no young dummy. You are a young dummy. You ain't got no try to do that, fool. Don't try to tell me nothing about my neither. I don't want to talk about it.
Please stop it. Lamont, I think you owe your father an apology.
And I owe him one across his lip.
After all, he is your father, and I think you ought to show some respect.
Tell that dummy.
And Fred, you be quiet.
What?
You only make things worse. Now, your son has a right to his opinion, and he has a right to defend his mother, so be quiet.
Listen, you don't tell me how to talk to my son, woman.
And don't you raise your voice at me, Fred Sanford.
I'll raise my voice when I get ready.
Not to me, you won't.
You and anybody else. You don't tell me when to raise my voice. I ain't taking no stuff off my first wife, and I ain't gonna take none off you either.
I'm beginning to understand why she died so young.
Well, young man. Your husband didn't live too long either, did he?
I am glad I found out about your bad temper.
And I'm glad I found out about your big mouth.
If you will excuse me, I'll just get my coat.
Donna, wait a minute. Where you going?
I'm leaving. I don't see any reason to stay on, do you?
Listen, I didn't mean to upset you. Now you gonna let a little argument ruin all our plans?
You said some very nasty things to me, Fred. Very nasty.
But we're supposed to be compatible. See, you'd be different if you was Taurus the bull. You're not a bull. You Leo the lion.
Well, that's true.
Well, will you stay?
If you're really and truly sorry.
I really am truly sorry.
Honestly?
Honestly.
All right, I'll stay.
Oh, great. Gee whiz, come on back over here and sit down. Hey, son, I took back all the things I said about Dinah. Now, everything's all right again.
Oh, really? Even the part about how she's over the hill?
Who said that?
He did last night when he was talking about you.
What you want to bring that up for?
Well, as long as you're taking stuff back, you might as well take it all back. There's no need in starting off your marriage with secrets between you.
Did you say that about me?
I don't remember. If I said it, I didn't mean it the way it sounded.
Just how did you mean it?
Well, I might have said, you know, for somebody that was over the hill, you wasn't bad. And if you put on some dark glasses, people wouldn't be able to see them bags under your eyes.
Well, I think that just about does it.
Well, what's the matter?
The matter is that you're very much out of line, Mr. Sanford.
Well, if you think you're gonna shut me up every time I get ready to say something, then you forget about the whole thing, Mrs. Harris.
That's fine with me. I'm leaving.
Bye.
I should have realized you have the manners of a common junk man.
I should have realized that you wasn't over the hill, you down in the valley. You're not Leo the lion, you down in the barracuda. I should have known she was gonna turn out like that.
Yeah, it's a good thing you found out in time, Pop.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let no woman walk over me.
Yeah, you really stood up to her.
You have to. You have to.
I was proud of you, Pop.
You got to get things straightened out right in the beginning.
Right.
Right. You know, son, I don't remember saying she was over the hill.
You don't, huh?
No.
Well, I was sure you did. Hey, Pop, did what's her name make any dessert?
Yeah, she made some hot sweet potato pie, like your mama used to make.
I hope it's better than Mama used to make. I'll get it.
Let me tell you something about the worst continent in the world. A dangerous place with extreme poverty, corruption, poor education system, and so many more bad things. Seriously, why would anyone want to live in Africa? Night fam, the horrible words I just said felt very uncomfortable to me. But sadly, that is exactly how many of us still see Africa. I mean, just look at this very...
And yeah, back to living room chat with Tony and Jill. And yeah, man, see, we've been away so long. We had this great conversation going.
I know we forgot we was working. Where's the wine? Like we chilling in the living room for real.
Yeah, boy, we like really chilling. Look, again, happy New Year, and let's make it a good one. Let's make it a good climb this year. And
So one thing that we were talking about when we researched is we were talking about the coronavirus and variants or whatever, and the Lord provided us with a natural medication to help us.
Do we got look? Can you, Jolie? Can you pull that up so we can read that a little bit? Okay. So what?
We gonna talk about this.
So we gonna talk about it.
Yes, it's cloudy in here.
Okay. All right. We there's a small rumor going around.
How small is it?
How small in the medical community is that there are properties in marijuana, THC, CBD that may arrest or certainly combat Corona.
That's a good shit.
Say that good. Say that good. Just for medicinal purposes. Just might be a great deterrent to that's our. Now we want everybody look. You know what? We want everybody that's listening to Google. Go to the American Medical Association.
Legit.
Wherever you got to go.
Because the first thing I asked him, I said, did a weed smoker say this, or was it legit from professionals?
Now look, these boys was professionals. Laboratory guys. You know, they went in and they done figured it out. The weedy, the goody, the Hey! You see what I'm saying? Go on, Rick. Rick. I might want to call him what you called him. No, I ain't gonna do it. But yeah, listen, whether true or not, I've always, look, y'all.
You know what? Not to be funny, you told me, but you don't see weed heads in the hospital.
You don't, do you? You see what I'm saying? You don't see weed heads in a lot of old places that the so-called normal. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't see weed heads wrecking cars?
Nothing. They chilling.
Just chilling. And you know something? By far, I got to say, weed heads do live long.
They live long.
Because you can go out on the islands, baby, in the Caribbean.
All that right.
104, you know. Yeah, hello, baby. Hello. You see what I'm saying? So like, whether true or not, if you, with common sense, you just look around, just observe, just check it out, and it would appear that weed smokers are the most sane. You can talk to weed smokers. Now we not, but we not. Now we ain't talking about crack.
No, weed smokers. They no. Back on the island, said we're philosophizing.
Absolutely,
you know, they sit down and they talk about some deep stuff.
Absolutely. And you, hey, listen, if you want to join us via conversation, you can even do that via Skype. Call us up and wait, don't do Skype. Don't do that. The producer know here. So, and it's on way on the other side of the room. So just shoot us a little email.
Why don't you smoke some and let us know about it?
Just throw us some likes right now.
Look, 21 Day challenge. Smoke weed and see if you catch the COVID.
And see if you get COVID. I tell you what, let's have a concert. A COVID concert and smoke weed and well, listen, what can I say, Jill? It makes sense to me.
Hey, it's the earth.
It just makes sense to me.
No, the Jamaicans have no itches. Herbal.
It's herbal. And look, we went to D.C., right? Since you mentioned it like that. Weed is legal in D.C., in the Maryland, Washington area. However, the shops are not able to label themselves smoke shops or weed shops. So we import them from the islands. So we call them. One guy has a gallery where he sells a nice little card. And you get your package too. And the other one, restaurant in the back. A haberdashery.
Little camouflage.
I said, wait a minute. It's legal. Why you hiding? But they wrote a little thing in the law that you have to be a certain establishment in order to get that in the back end.
So that way when the congressman say, let me go get me some jerk chicken.
You know what I'm saying, So they fixed it for the politicians. Absolutely, in the back door, Yes. Yeah, we know what's going on. We know exactly what's going on. Here, besides here in Texas, we are still behind, as usual. There's a couple of herb stores that are opening.
A lot of them are selling like edibles.
The edibles are becoming legal. I know you don't know anything about that. Y'all look her in the face. Look in the camera. Look.
Part of lime is eye blocking.
Yeah, but there's a few stores that are, and reasonably. Now I'm not advocates for anything criminal or whatever. So don't y'all be writing us no letters and telling us that we are. But this stuff should have been legal a long time ago. And I know a lot of people that had bad knees. Now they go and eat one of them little soft fruities or one of them little things, and the knees feel great. So you can say what you want to say, and please don't bring me the religious argument. Let me just tell y'all, I'm sick of y'all.
Yeah, because like I know like my ex-husband, he has neuropathy.
Uh-huh.
And we found this lady that made a nice little concoction in a cookie.
Mhm.
And he called me. He was like, "That's the best thing ever." He doesn't mean just the way the cookie tastes,
Yeah.
but how it helped him.
How it just not it is not in what it but just the benefits of the CBD and some of the we just gonna have a whole bunch of high people. You know what?
There's been functional high people for years.
For years and years and years, you know, Denzel did a movie where he was a pilot.
Yes.
And where he turned that to this was not weed, this was alcohol and cocaine. So if he can function with all that garbage, flying, big old plane. Didn't lose.
And he saved.
Didn't lose but one person.
Right, it was like a crash scene.
Right, exactly. If had he not done that maneuver, ooh, shit. Look, I mean, to pull that big baby up, but pull that baby up and then turning. But we've had functioning addicts forever.
His brother-in-law, he was a pilot really for Air Canada. He was a drunk.
Well, I'm not gonna say who I know.
We're not advocates. We're just But on that note, too, on cocaine, I literally have a friend who's a biologist, and he uses cocaine on raps. It's hilarious. I said, send me a
On
video
rap?
of a high rap.
I'd like to see that one.
I want to see that sugar honey iced tea. I want to see a rat high on cocaine.
Me too. Yeah, I want you to look. So look, tell them to set it up.
But you know the thing about it is, listen to what I just said. A biologist tests cocaine. So you think they don't know what that does to us to make sure they milk it into our communities?
Well,
they know exactly what they're doing. They test it. They buy it.
We are not only the lab rats. People get angry with you when you tell them the truth. But they should look at their surroundings. Look at it. You're not free, man.
Yeah, it's like what's out there is because they want it out there. You know what I mean? What comes out is they want it. Even the COVID, they wanted it out there.
And I have, and we had that argument. Oh, I didn't have an argument, but it was thrown out there. Well, this COVID is man-made. I wouldn't doubt it.
Right. Or it was dormant. They found it and they unleashed it.
Whatever. Yeah. So we're living in a world that is full of evil. And that evil manifests itself through men. And it just happened to be the most powerful men are white men. And you can't run from it, you can't hide from it, you can't get on a rock, you can't get in a cave. There's too much information. I'm not talking about misinformation. There's too much information. Fox News, you may be viable to some, but you ain't got a chance against the truth. And so all you can do is you can hold up these little garbage things that I've been looking at for 120,000 years and waiting for people to vote us so we can vote. Back out on the street next summer, burning cities and back there so we get on, like freaking rats. And the powers that be see us like just as that. We're a bunch of hamsters. What are we going to chunk at them today? How are we going to let them act today? What are we going to do? Living Room Chat with Jill and Tony. And we are glad to be back. Happy New Year. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Every Thursday night from 7 until 9 with Jill being atypical.
I'll get here at 7:30.
7:30, girl.
That's the goal for 2022.
That's why y'all got to y'all like us. Y'all got to like us, give us 1,000 likes. Give us 1,000. We just want 1,000. So that 1,000 can multiply into a couple more. We're gonna give you financial news here. We're gonna give you great entertainment. I'm gonna see. I gotta test this theory of whether marijuana.
Okay, he'll be our test tube baby.
Yeah. Volunteer. Volunteer. And see, and you know that good. I ain't never been against that good.
And please email us and give us your honest opinion,
Please.
views,
Absolutely.
whatever. The good, the bad, the ugly, and different. We welcome that.
Yeah, if you
We're
say
about that life.
There you go.
We'll get down to get down. We're gonna have serious conversations.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. If you tell us that we need to go home, we're gonna tell you to go. You know what we're gonna say to you, man.
But it's all good because you and I live room chat.
That's good.
No, we want you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we will be also developing little chat rooms where you can go in and you can pull up episodes or pull up. We don't call these episodes. What do you call it? Segments. There you go. We'll pull up. We'll put, see that? We'll put up. See the value of an education. We'll pull up these segments with Jill and I chatting. What, 2 or 3 of y'all did? And then we will replay them on Wednesday, just before the live show on Thursday. So,
Tony.
Yeah.
I know we were kind of discussing this segment about me just kind of like telling it like it is or whatever.
Yeah.
So before coming here, I was looking at TikTok.
Hold on. Wait a minute. What did you say?
I was looking at TikTok.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
And my word. Now, with the pandemic, us women have all embraced our natural faces. So we're not doing makeup like we used to. I've embraced my face. I'm not even wearing makeup right now with all my beauty and glory. Yes, Lord. But I was looking at TikTok, and they were showing these videos of women before and after with makeup. And let me tell you, when I say these people are artists in the true sense of the word, you see the before, you see the after. Then I think to myself, Self.
You say self.
I gotta
You
yell
say
at myself.
self.
I don't pay attention to shit.
Yeah.
Self.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, if I was a man or a lesbian,
If you were what? Come on.
a man or a lesbian,
A man
or a lesbian,
or a lesbian.
and met a beautiful woman with her face beat to the gods. When I take you home and you wash your face, people, if I can't see you through your makeup,
Oh my God.
from the moment I met you, I don't need to be with you. Because, God damn it, when you open up that box of Cracker Jack, you know what the hell you getting over there.
Oh my God. So.
How are you dark skinned and you light skinned? You my complexion. How are you light skinned and you dark skinned? I mean, how? I mean, yes, your cheekbones are phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? The eyelashes, they fan in the world and whatnot. I get it, love it. I'm a makeup connoisseur. I love it. Like I said,
So I'm lost. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay,
Look
go ahead.
at those TikTok videos. In fact, you better feature some next time you come on here.
Sure enough.
The before and after, just edited before, after.
Yeah.
And I tell you, no, but that is really unnerving. And let me tell you, I appreciate natural beauty.
Okay.
Your
Yes,
face may not be the most perfect. You may have oily skin. You can have blotches, birthmark, rosacea. You name it. Amen. I get it. But good grief, the miracles I see. On TikTok, you should not brag about that shit.
What's she looking?
I'm just.
Oh, TikTok is kind of. Yeah, I don't know what to say about TikTok when it comes to me. They kind of war.
Yeah, and then I was kind of looking at the celebrities, with and without makeup, and there's some of them who have phenomenal natural beauty, and then there's some of them you see why they wear makeup.
Need to
You
go
know what I'm
ahead.
saying? Yeah, a little photoshopping.
Yeah,
No, but I just want to
yeah,
express that. It's like, that's like false advertisement to men, and then you want to get mad when he freaked out when he turned the light on. You don't think? Gorilla? I mean, come on now. Godzilla.
Look at her. Look at
And what's the other one?
Ah,
Starts with
that's-
an M? Manatee or whatever.
Manatee. That's almost, yeah.
I would be freaking offended.
Yeah, that's almost like back in the day I was on the, yeah,
No, seriously, that's freaking offensive. That's like false ass advertising.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
You're judging me. No, you
I agree.
You saw a swan and came out looking like a billy goat. What the hell are you talking about?
I agree. I was back in the day. I was back on the road, and this guy used to tell his joke. Wait a minute. This guy used to tell his joke, right? Or at least we thought it was a joke. He said, "Hey man, I came on with the finest thing in the club tonight, boy. Ooh, bam, 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 all over, G." Said, "Got it in the room, dog." She said, "Turn out the light." She said, "Turn out the light." He said, "I heard shit like gloosh, gloosh, gloosh." I went to the light and turned the light on. Homegirl was standing in the middle of the room, hopping up on one leg, titty over there and a titty over there. So that kind of brought me back to that. It's like,
no, but seriously, they have the waist trainers.
yeah.
When you're wrapped it, she's still pregnant.
She's still pregnant.
And then, and let me tell you, I'm not body shaming. Just to be clear, this is not body shaming.
Yeah,
I'm slim
you're
fit.
not bashing.
Right, I'm slim fat.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta my damn self. But they have all these wraps, baby. You look like a Coke bottle, baby. I even have to turn around and look at you. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the drawers that you pull up that got the booty parts out. So your ass cheeks is squished out, so you look like you got a huge kadunk, like you had a BBL, right? And I said, look.
I just want to ask.
You know, you paint your face.
Yeah.
You did all this, you did all that. Then you pick somebody up at the club.
Yeah.
You think, shit, I got me a 10.
Bah, bam!
Baby,
Bam!
look at her taking pictures and shit.
Yeah, man. All on your car and shit. Let her, yeah, man.
You need to sleep in for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then when Sunday morning hit, and you know she got to go for Friday night, and you look at her for real, you pull that cover off, you're like,
Godzilla.
And like I said, I am not body shaming, but just kind of like be true to yourself. If you want to look fit, do something to be fit. You know
Leave
what I'm saying?
that.
And or let someone embrace you for who you are. Well, it sounds easy, you thin, and you this and that.
Nah.
Just because I'm thin, that don't mean that.
We
will
leave
it.
it.
I'm just saying, embrace thyself.
We're gonna
And
leave.
loosen it up just a little bit. Don't make it so tight that you know you. You know, I don't know. I'm trying not to. I thought this would work, Tony.
Yeah.
He said that don't do this rant thing. And I was like, no, that's just so ghetto. Child, take that. Child, take that. Okay, Tony, it works.
And that does it for us tonight. That does it for us tonight. Oh my God. That does it for us tonight. Thank you. You what, Jim? Lord, look, okay. Okay.
Thank you, producer. You're a keeper.
Hey, listen, thank you so much for hanging in with us and coming back and forth. It's been Living Room Chat with Jill and Tony. And,
I wouldn't rip out my wig off, but
yeah. Oh my God. Listen, join us next Thursday again. And please do put your comments in the board and let us know. We've had a wonderful time with you tonight, and we thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Oh my God. We'll be back with Tony and Jill on KEI TV.